close that off. Yeah, you guys, what a wonderful day. For those who are just tuning in, special broadcast we're doing. Special broadcast we're doing today. It's Mario Fixes Shit. And I've been actually fixing things at Mac McAllister's website, OnlineWithMac.com. Actually, we've been creating a whole new setup that we're installing. Real time on the air. Mac's in the chat room. We're going to have him call in when we do the tour. Because at the end of it, because I just can't do everything at once. It's kind of over there. But we're going to have Mac call in. We do the tour. And we'll go around and answer all his questions about the setup. So, Mac, I hope you're keeping track of all your questions, so that I'm going to hit all of them. I'm going to hit all of them when we do the tour. And then we should be able to get through all of it. And then whatever we can't do, we'll do another time. I mean, if you want to, if you have other questions later, we're going to hit stuff tonight too. Okay, so for those of you, to tell you where we were before, we started out by going into hipcast.com, where Mac has purchased a new account, the $5 a month account, you guys, with all the built-in features. And reminded you that learning how to navigate sites like this becomes a skill set. And Mac is really, and even though it represents a little bit of a challenge, it's an immense level of control for the $5 a month. And then he can do whatever he wants. Remember the better tools. Whether he understands RSS feeds or not, it's generating it for him automatically. It'll do the iTunes stuff for you automatically. It's what the better tools do for you for half the cost of his previously installed player. That's still there. We talked about that. But we're going to be replacing it. So what we did in the first part is Mac made the account. He uploaded 2 pieces, 2 audio tracks. I went and edited the metadata. Remember, that's a word you know now. That's the title description. We updated the metadata for that. For each of the 2 audio pieces, they're listed here under the audio section. Let me show you while I'm doing that. We'll go back to the screen broadcast. See you guys? Okay. That's what you want to see. So here's his audio pieces. Okay. We added those. We made a podcast for him, which was not there, and then added those pieces for him. Notice, you guys, that the podcast has that symbol to the side of it. That's that RSS symbol. That tells you that the podcast is an RSS feed. And if you go take a look, Online with Mac, there it is. And see, here's the actual podcast RSS feed. There it is right there, Mac. That's the link of your RSS feed. And remember, we also clicked on it so you can see that what it actually makes is, it's another way of looking at the RSS feed. It makes there's each setting with the title, the metadata, which includes the description. They include this media file. See, MP3 format sound is included within there, and that is the key. Now we're about to go and install this. It's funny, his RSS feed is called macpotown.hipcast.com. That online, oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I'm just saying, it's wonderful. Look at the name of his RSS feed, macpotown.hipcast.com. That's hilarious. Okay, so now, remember, I'm teaching you how to think a little bit, and I know it's different because it's a little more segmented, but I hope it makes sense. So Hipcast, that's all I'm asking them to do. By the way, they make a podcast page automatically. Let's take a look at it. Okay, podcast title. Now here's your first they make a page for each posting. So let's take a look. They're usually pretty plain. See? Here's the page, but it has the play in there.
You're listening to Mario Hemsley.
That's the podcast page. Automatically generated, Mac. Look, there's your title to the right, Mac. There's your episodes, Mac. See, Mac, that's automatically generated. You said, and I want you to remember, if you forget where it is, it tells you. Well, it's the same link. It's back here. When you go to your podcast, remember. Once again, I'll take you through it. Here's your podcast section. There's your podcast. You only have one. You click on it. Check your headings. Edit podcast, iTunes setting, publish, graphs, track, podcast page. Okay? And when you go there, it'll have a page for your episodes. Okay? All right? Cool with that so far, Mac? Got watching it. All right, now, remember, this is the key link. So let's copy it. We right-click on it, say copy link location. Because we're going to go and plug that link. That is his podcast RSS feed URL. We're going to go plug that link into another site. Okay? Now, I mentioned RSSpump.com. Okay? All right? Because all of these are places, for example, I could dump his feed in here, right? Paste. And say add it. This is a very simple site. And it'll make the different feeds. This one is a typewriter. It's supposed to go at medium speed. See how and it puts an ad in there. See, notice how it just spreads. See, look what it's doing. See, that's where it's previewing. That's the ad. Now you could also have it do a different ticker type. You could say a list with content. See, there it is. So all of this it's making instantly just from the feed I plugged in. You could also add, it does different types. It does a fade, and this is the preview section. I know it's a little confusing. And this is the code below you would copy and paste. So notice you didn't do any work. You copied this. I pasted the RSS feed in here, and it generated these different players. Okay? Now let's go to RSS feed widget. Same thing here. Let's paste it in here. Paste. Okay. Let's make it wider. Like let's make it 500 and 500 height. Create widget. Now look at that. All I did was paste it in there. See how these tools work, you guys? All right. So these are just two of the more simple ones. Now we're going to go to the deeper one. Okay. But I want you to see the simple ones. That's RSS feed widget. RSSpump.com. If you forget it, just search the name. I'll put links out later. Because the one that's really important is Big Contact. Big Contact. This is the site, okay? This is the site where they really allow you to take and build custom players. And once again, remember I'm a developer. So almost always we will be doing stuff that is free. Okay, at least a bunch of them. Okay? Now, here's where I've made a bunch of stuff, okay? But we'll leave that alone. What it basically allows me to do is plug in. See, it has a bunch of things it allows you. It makes players, okay? But I don't want to get into that too much because we got a lot, it's been here a long time already. But it allows you to design players of all kinds, okay? But one of the players allows you to add an external feed. Just that. See, down here, see? If you already have an audio podcast somewhere else, you can add an external feed. It'll automatically generate the player. Now, watch how wonderful this is, Mac. These are all different feeds I plugged in. Now, when I add the feed, it's going to automatically make me player examples. Automatically. So let's add the latest feed, the one we just did from Mac, right? Paste it here. The category will be music. The keywords, now Mac, you got to get in the habit of the tags all the time. Mac McAllister. Now I'll put retro, jazz, blues. Those are, okay. Let's say online with Mac. I'll put Mac. Submit. Okay. Now it's going to add this feed. Okay. Now. It added it. Where is that? See right here, Mac? Here's your name of your member. It's macpotown.hipcast.com/RSS/OnlineWithMac. Now, I'm going to click this. It's going to watch and see the feeds the players it's already generated from this feed. Okay, to watch this. Great. I love it. See, it's going to show you. So it's going to take that one. Here it is. This is the little teeny one. See, automatically. Okay, we're going to scroll down. And underneath, they have a little explanation. They also have the code that you copy to paste. Okay, here's a different one. See, and I'm going to keep going. Here's one where they're on the side. Here's one where you have more information under. I didn't do anything, right? I just pasted in the feed. Okay? All right. And this is another one. Okay. Now, based on what he's doing, he's pasting these pictures, and maybe we want to do this. But there's also some other things. And I forgot where that was. We'll find it. To get it to auto start, that's where you have to do a little bit of editing, okay, to get it to auto start. But I'll find where that is. But we'll. Second. So now, here's where we make the feeds, and we're going to then copy and paste this into Mac's site. Okay? All right? Everybody got it? Now, based on what he has now at his site, okay, we're going to change some of this. So let's copy this. Content. We see I highlighted right, copy. Let's go to Mac's site. Okay, now let's go. Here we are inside. Let's go down to the player. Now, his other music player, we're going to stop that for now. Here's the old one. Okay, here's the old one. Okay, so we're going to stop that. We're actually going to go in and take that out for a minute. Okay, put the new ones in. Okay, so we'll go to Manage. Now, he can always put it back if he wants. But obviously, remember, he's paying for this. So go to your, where is it? Feature layout. Okay, go to the music player. Pull it over to remove. Save it. Okay, now Mac, before we leave, think about one or two other things while I'm here. You have a internet television channel. If you want me to install that as a tab, let me know, because I could do it while I'm here really quickly. Because my thing was always they should be able to watch all your stuff at your site. Remember, we always think first of of doing what's best for the program. So remember that. If you want me to, I will do that, okay? All right, so let's go back to the front. Now we're going to go to the player. Now, Mac, in a very cool way, had pasted. Now we're going to change this player, because until we dress it up, see, I don't want a big window with nothing, okay? Until we dress it up, let's just change this. We're going to put in the other player underneath. Let's go to HTML. So here's where Maxie, we have his picture, will be up here somewhere. Oh, the easiest way is take it out of this, and let's just put a horizontal line. Go to the right of it. Hold up. Make sure I didn't mess up anything. Okay. There it is. Okay. End of script. Let's see. Make sure this stuff is cool. Okay, his picture's there. No, I want to make sure I took out the other. So I'm making sure I took out the other player. Hey, Mac, if I mess it up, you might have to go put your picture in. Yeah, because well, let me just make sure. I didn't take out the script. I could just take it here. Cut. Okay, there. It should be out. Okay, good. Now go to HTML, and I'm going to paste in the other script. Control V. All right, paste. All right, well, maybe I didn't copy. Let's go back again to the podcast. I wanted to copy this. Copy, select all. It's already highlighted. Copy. And go over to Online with Mac. We're going to paste this in here. Control V. There we go. Now, we don't want a width of 220. Usually, I want a width of like 600. And the height, let's just make that 600 too. Okay. Call from who? Okay, let's go back here. I don't know. I had to just keep an eye on stuff. Okay, see, oh, that's too big. Ooh, because he'll have nothing in it. But see, if he had 10 episodes, it'd still be too big. So let's change that, Mac. We don't want it. 600 by 600. So go back to that HTML. Let's make the height like 200. The width was kind of okay though, huh? Because if you're going to be saying, well, let's adjust that. Let's take a look. So what we're doing is we're adjusting the player that we just put in. And I got to go back and find the auto start. Well, it's just about the width that you want. Now you can brand these. They call, when you color them in and all that stuff, that's called branding. And you could do that with CSS. We're not going to do that tonight because that's something I have to slow down and really look at it carefully. I don't mind doing it with you guys watching me, but it'll be slow and tedious. But it's not terrible. You can see I edit CSS because I'm not, but you can always get people to do it. Now, what did I do? I just put this in. I left Mac's graphic, but here's the player. But we want it to auto start, right? All right. And then we are going to be able to address it. Now, Mac, notice I just used the player without the big window, right? But in the future, we should we can display in the window things, okay? You see what I'm saying? I'm just got to learn that a little better. So remember I showed you guys at Hipcast, take a look. It's going to be a big contact. When we pasted Mac's feed in right here, Big Contact already generated the players. We took this first top one. It's the most plain one, but we edited it to be wider, and we adjusted how long it is, the height. Okay? These are the other players we had there before. Okay? All right? And then, but you have, this is because you get to display different kinds of information here, which we'll work at in the future. Okay? All right? All right. Now, I still have to go with this, and we have to add this autoplay. Auto start equals, I just got to find where that is. I forgot where it is. We're going to find it because I did it on the other one. I have to find it. So let's find, so it'll auto start. But so far, let me show you where we've got. Let's go back again to Mac's site. So we've got it installed, right? It's there. Let's play it.
You're listening to Mario Hemsley.
There's the episode.
New tricks.
We could take off this latest episode.
Radio Net.
Now we're still going to add this to his apps too. So now we need to get it to auto start because that's the other thing. Now I got to find that part. Let's find it. It was here somewhere. I just can't remember it. Oh, feed customers. No, that's not it. Feed players. Feed players. Oh, let's go to the help. Auto start. Where did I? My feed players. My channel settings. This is where you control what, for your channel. But we're just using this. See, this is, remember, all of them make pages for you. See? All of them make pages and allow you to control stuff. Like they all make websites for you, and this one has a website template too, for free. For free. I'm just trying to find the, help. Where is the help? It's the way I want the autoplay. Oh yeah, see, look at the first question. I want to edit how my feed player displays and plays, which window to display and whether it autoplays. That's what we want. So we have to add the autoplay. Here it is. Autoplay equals yes. That's what we want to add. Now how do we add that? Right here. We have to add this parameter. So we're going to add this parameter. We're going to copy this. Look how this. And then we're going to change it so it says autoplay equals yes. So we copy that parameter. This is how you do code. We're going to do code together. Yeah, baby. Do some code. See, you can do code without even knowing what you're doing. All you do is copy stuff. Okay, so we have to add this parameter name. Allow full screen equals true. Blah, 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 blah. These are all parameters. Control V. So we're going to change this autoplay equals no to autoplay equals yes. So we copy, and then we're going to say save. Now let's see if it plays. Dun 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 dun. It's supposed to play. Okay, let's see what we did wrong. Excuse me. So we go back to it. Let's just make sure. Okay, so edit here and go to HTML. What's the autoplay? Well, I see the parameter already in there. We don't need it again. So let me take out what I put in. Let's see why. Well, I'm just checking to see why it's not auto-playing. That's what we're troubleshooting right now. We got it in there. It's supposed to be auto-play.
You're
yes.
listening to Mario
yes.
Hensley, Old Cat.
But wait, it's not showing the right stuff down here.
Cat Stereo Radio Net.
Okay, let's redo the. Let's redo the load here. Just go back and get the original. Leave that page there. No, we're gonna go back and get it. It's not looking right, so we gotta get the right feed player. Hold on.
Welcome.
See, it's not displaying. It's all blue.
Fantasy
So
Island
something's wrong.
of the Pacific Northwest.
All right.
Port Townsend, Washington. I'm Mac McAllister. The plane is coming, boss. The plane is coming, boss. This
Hold
is
on.
Online with Mac.
I think we need to stop it before we edit it. Everybody see what we're doing now so far, Mac? We're fine-tuning it. Just put it. So remember now, what am I telling Mac to be patient with? Just the branding stuff, because I got to go learn it myself. It's starting to play, but it's got this blue window, so that's not. We got to do it again. Let's do. We'll take it all out. We'll take it all out.
Radio Net.
We'll take it all out and do it all again. Okay, so we took it all out. We're going to do it all again. Because we just want it to autoplay. So this is the one we want. So we're going to copy this. Copy. That's the player code. We go over here to Mac. So we go down to the piece. We go down to Edit. There's his picture. We're going to go below the picture. So go to the picture. See, there we are. Now go to HTML. Paste. Go down. Paste. Oh, you could have pasted it right here between these two. Control V. Now, there's the object, but we were going to change the width to 600 because I just happen to know that's a good site for that. And we're not going to make it that tall. We'll leave it short, 160. But remember, we have to go to the place where we add the autoplay equals true. Allow full screen value true. Let's go back and look what they want us to put in. They want us to make it say parameter value. Okay. Flash copy. Parameter value we're looking for is flash vars value. Allow full screen equals true. So if we copy this one, replace their other one. So that's what you're trying to do. So here we are in this Mac one. Object, parameter name. So we'll replace. Paste. So we get, that's an error. Take that out. Parameter name, allow screen. Okay, I didn't do something right. Undo. Undo. Okay, let's go back and copy. We want to replace that with the, let's go back. We want to copy. Okay. Remember, this is why you got to go slow. I'm copying all this. Copy. We want to copy this in the replace where they have this part that said parameter name, allow full screen value equals true. We're going to replace that with this whole piece and then change the autoplay to yes. Okay? And then that should work. See, we're going to replace this one here. The whole thing. Okay? Control V means paste. Okay, then we're going to change the autoplay to yes. And it should play. Auto. Damn it. Come on. Please. Just for an old man. And Mac McAllister. Up there in Po-Town. What's going to play, but it's still that blue screen. Where's the information?
You're listening to.
Oh, what if I had to hit playlist? Oh, see, here's what happened, you guys. I had to hit. See, you have to hit these little things: playlist, details, share. Okay, see that? So there's the details. See, and you can it'll scroll down. You want to make it longer? We'll make it a little longer, Mac. Let's try a little. That's like. Okay, here it is. Go to the HTML. Let's just make it. It's 160. Let's make it 200 again. Save. So you like that? Now, Mac, you can always put what graphic you want above it every week now. But we actually, tell you the truth, I kind of want all that inside the podcast. But for now, till I figure out how to put it in there, I like what you did. Oh, I wish it would start on playlist. I wanted to start there. See how it started with that blue, whatever that blue was? Then I wanted to start here on playlist. You see it? Now, you guys, we're not done. You like that? Now let's restart the page. So when you go to Mac, it's what's happening now. It's happening real time. If you go to right now. It's changing right now. We're doing it right now. And Mac's in the chat room. Okay, now, Mac, we're going to do the tour in a little bit, but I'm not done. I want to update your app. And remember, let me know if you want me to add do you want me to add your broadcast, your TV channel as a tablet?
Old cat, new trick.
I think that's a yes. Okay. Let's check this first. Okay, so so the only thing I don't like is that it starts on this page for some reason. I don't know. And I want it to start on this page, and you see how bland it is because it's generic. But it's automatically doing all the other stuff. The RSS feed, everything is being generated. Okay. Now, Mac, all you have to do is get used to Hipcast. Uploading using Hipcast. You don't need any of that other stuff. See what I was saying? You don't need anything else.
To Fantasy Island.
There you go. Okay, so you guys in the future, we're going to color this and get it to show the pictures and metadata.
I'm Mac McAllister.
There's details there.
The plane is coming, boss. The plane is coming, boss.
Let me make it a little bit taller.
Mac, retro jazz and blues. #1 show.
Because it seems like it wants to have a minimum height.
This is the end of the year special program. As you know, the world didn't end, so we're lucky from that point of view. So what I'm going to do this week, I'm going to completely forget about the format.
So what's great about this is I'm doing this with Mac in the chat room, you guys. He gets to watch it all happen. and he can see what we're doing and why. But this is a different level of control now. He knows that even from what he's...
You're listening to Mario Hibbs'
details.
Old Cat.
See, you can have more details.
Pack Stereo.
Share. Now, here's the thing. We can get it. We need to... that's promotion. We'll talk about that. All right, but now everything it starts. Mac, I want it to start on this page, don't you? I want it to start with that blue thing. You guys see what I'm talking about? When it starts, I'll restart the page. I'm just finicky. When it starts, the graphic starts on this blue thing. I don't know why. See this? That. I want to see the playlist information. See where my cursor is? I want to see that. Let's see what happens when it loads. Now, Mac can put as many episodes as he wants. Now, remember, they charge for space, Mac, but it's generous, I thought. And the question is, how many 1-hour episodes do you want to keep? Because, remember, I told you I at least experiment with uploading some of your library in here and playing with that. Because that's going to open you up to do the other stuff at your leisure. If you ever want to get licensed and then do the ads, I got all that stuff. You know, we researched it out. If I got to, that'll do all that. But that's what we had to copy. Now, we're not done yet.
Fantasy Island.
We're not done yet.
Pacific Northwest. Port Townsend. Now,
the other things that we're going to do here is that, just to remind Mac, is that we did set up Mac's mobile. Because what happens is when you get a site at Ning, smart thing that Mac did, automatically, Ning upgrades so many features that he never even has to fathom. One of the things is the mobile integration. I set it up for him. Take a look. It was already automatically set up. I just tweaked it. It has to do with what the Ning site is, one of those sites that automatically has a special presentation when you come to it on a smartphone. It's built into it. And this here is where you actually control those features. You basically can add pages, all of that. But the question is, what happens if you go now? Do I have my stuff here? I guess I could go. I wonder what happens if I go to the Mac site now on the phone, because it's a different player. That player that you're seeing up front is not the old player. We removed the old player. Remember, Mac, you can cancel that. Okay, but so the mobile integration. Now we're going to do something else. We're going to add to his site, because my thing is that you should be able to access all the Mac stuff at his site. That's where it's best. The whole thing. Remember, we're not like the traditional. We do what's best for the artist, for the presentation. That's the way we are. Okay, and so. What happens is that we think it's best that people can find all your stuff at your site. So now we're going to install Mac McAllister's channel at his site, okay, real quickly. Now, I paid a page for it. I'm going to go to Livestream, www.livestream.com/ I think I did OnlineWithMac. I think we made Mac's site. Okay, so then it's Mac McAllister. Mac. Yeah, that's what it is. I have a certain logic when I make you guys sites, so it's always skimming. You all, my mother would correct me. She'd say, son, what did you say? Son. All right. Here's Mac's page at Livestream. Okay? Let me go back. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Here's Mac's page at Livestream. This is where we're going to go get the embed, because I designed this and I set everything up always so that people can get the most viral. So let me mute. Okay, I'm mute. So now we're going to go get this as an embed. So here we go to more. And when we go to more, it's going to give us all the embed options. So now we're going to try to put this in a big page. So we're going to put a combo widget. A combo widget that's like, 928 with autoplay And all you do is check these things, and then it gives you the embed code. Look at that. Just that easy. Copy that. Go back to Mac's site. Okay, now we're going to say options. We're going to edit this page. Same thing. HTML editor. Paste. Save. Allow comments. Update page. Yeah, I gotta say, full with no hide sidebar. We'll see if we need it. Update page, and let's see. This should add Mac's channel to his site automatically. Yes. Okay, so you can watch Mac at his site. Okay, Mac? Tell me which one does it do what by default? Oh, I have it muted.
Chicken McNuggets and creamy ranch.
But now it's installed, see? So Mac, you can move all this around. But it's up there, remember? So remember now, whenever you need me to do stuff, I got your back. Mac is one of our... If you go to Pack Stereo and listen, you will hear his commercials. He has done the most stuff for us. Commercials are wonderful. In fact, we just got to do more promotion for him. And that's what we're going to try to plan for 2013. Promotions, because Mac, it's not about working you. No, it's just whatever we could do that works that's easy for us, okay? So now Mac McAllister TV is at his site because slowly I want him to run this. And he, at his leisure. He doesn't have to, but in my opinion, he's going to want to control it. And he can. Just when he logs in the live stream, he can control this playlist, everything. Immediately, okay? All right, so he's done that at Mac. We installed we put his TV in. We fixed his player in the front, even though we know it's a little plain wrap for now. Now, you guys, let's go get his apps and install his app. Well, he already has an app, but we're going to upgrade the app. I'm going to go back here, but I got to stop. I got to make stuff stop. Oh, we don't actually need this. So let's go. Let's go to where his app is, okay? Now, here's the thing. The first level of apps that I've been making are actually well integrated with Ning websites. If you have a Ning website, just the fact that you have a website means that you can add a bunch of features. Now, this is the stuff I'm just going to let Mac know, and it's for everybody to know. We'll be doing a show coming up where I'll be highlighting this wonderful article that came up about how to manage your websites. It is the best, most inclusive piece that I've ever had, even though it's delivered a little bit of a monotone and it's a slideshow presentation. But it's a wonderful, wonderful piece, and we got to do it as a discussion because we're going to talk about how to manage your sites. To embrace the social media. Because I have the suggestions to you guys, only for the suggestions. Because there's feature sets that you could add in. For one, all the Ning sites, just by building them there, generate all the RSS feeds for you. They also generate leaderboards. You say, what is leaderboard? Leaderboards actually is a way to help encourage your community. Everything about the site nowadays people are trying to do is to encourage the people who are members, get them more active and feature them. Leaderboards, because it says what other people are doing at your sites. Okay, and you can actually plug those in so they show up on your sites. At a bunch of our sites, they're installed. It's one of the things to think about, along with a bunch of the other features that would actually promote more what your membership is doing. Remember now, but at Mac's site, we're able to control what displaying. When you first go in, you get that broadcast on the first page. The internet television channel is on another tab, but they're all auto-starting, so you're getting immediate experiences. And that's what we want. That's what he wants. But remember, we can still sort of bring in the community in ways that are unique. And we'll talk more about that in the upcoming broadcast. You guys are going to hear me talking about this. I'll give you a preview when it comes, because I'm just preparing it now. Because I'm really reading the stuff myself. I wouldn't print it out. I sent a link